Greetings, and welcome to the latest of our satanic rituals. Suggested materials are a candle, a lighter or matches, a piece of paper, a writing instrument, a fire-safe bowl to burn the paper safely, water or other fire extinguisher nearby. So if you do lack any of these, you can simply follow along on the video stream. The candle will be lit in the ritual, so keep it at hand for now. We will get started in just a moment. Find a seated position where you can rest comfortably for an extended duration. Let us begin.
Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Place your hands firmly and tenderly over your heart. Breathe as deeply as feels comfortable, allowing your pulse to steady itself at this moment. Be curious about the place inside you that is strong enough to hold your pain without fear. Feel its warmth and fluttering, like a bird resting in the nest of your heart, just for a moment. Now allow yourself to settle into this moment, drawing your attention and energy downward, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Draw all of your energy down your feet, feeling them firmly connected with what's beneath them. Allow yourself to feel firmly grounded in place, strong and immovable by any will but your own. As you prepare your breakfast, think of others.
Do not forget the pigeon's food.
As you conduct your wars, think of others.
Do not forget those who demand peace.
As you pay your water bill, think of others.
Those who only drink from clouds.
As you return home, to your home, think of others.
Do not forget the people of the camps.
As you sleep and count the planets, think of others.
Those who have nowhere to sleep.
As you liberate yourself in metaphor, think of others.
Those who have lost the right to speak.
As you think of others far away, think of yourself and say, I wish I were a candle in the dark.
I wish I were a candle in the dark.
From Think of Others by Mahmoud Darwish, Palestine's national poet. You may now light your candle. With the lighting of this flame, honor the gift of knowledge bestowed upon you and which you carry forward with you. With the ringing of the bell, feel the space around you, already a tenuous material reality, detach itself from the mundane world, creating room for your inner world to briefly manifest outward. As within, so without. Hellfire, Holy Fire, a ritual remembrance and vindication of Aaron Bushnell and all the rebels of the flame.
We call to you, Erdgeist and Zameen, you who can bring down rocks and mudslides, you who can rend the plates of the earth in two, hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, harpies and vinti, you who raise lightning and thunder, blasts and blows, who give birth great tempestuous storms. Hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, undines and sirens, you who drown men in waters, you who overthrow ships of war, you with power over winds and seas. Hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, Volcanus and Salamandrus, you who turn all human works to ash, you who burn with molten liquid earth. Hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, Hildamores and Hamadryades, you who control things that grow, you who withhold from the greedy and rapacious. Hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, banshees and carries, you who rule the deadlands, you who guard dead souls sent from firefights or famine. Hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, Satan and the legions of hell, you rebellious damned, you who share our burning drive for justice. Hear us, answer our call.
We call to you, across space and time, you who share our burning drive for justice, you who set yourself aflame to bring liberation.
We call to all of you, innumerable and not always known, you who include Matt Nelson and our unnamed accomplice in Atlanta. From you, Ashen Brave, we entreat.
The exalted, Thich Wang Duk, we honor and invite you.
The creative Malachi Reister, we honor and invite you.
The compassionate Reverend Charles R. Moore, we honor and invite you.
The devoted Alice Hurt, we honor and invite you.
The fearless Kathy Change, we honor and invite you.
And our eternal comrade, Aaron Bushnell, we honor and invite you.
We have begged your presence today so that you will join us in remembering all of the rebels of the flame who have come before us.
But more than that, to vindicate their sacrifice by moving us to act, by kindling in our hearts the bonfires needed for sacred tasks of audacity and justice.
Before closing our eyes and moving towards the site of the material horrors that our brave predecessors did dare to confront with courage and searing flames, we must look clearly at what their fire did cast a light and see we're no longer to be sacrificial intercessors, but active, empowered rebels taking up the mantle in their names.
In our self-obsessed culture, words spoken seldom truly match our enacted deeds. Our sparks, flailing, failing, just smolder in ash. Instead, Let us be bold in our deeds taken. Heart-planted hopes must bear more than just seeds. Creative audacity, give us fierce motion that will last.
America, the capital of colonial Babylon, has never repented for the atrocities of genocide ever multiplied, for the atrocities of slavery and its aftermath.
For the audacities of a world hot and cold conquered, the vision of all these ills leaves us greatly haunted. And so we give our bodies, our lives, to needed justice and wrath.
America and many others uses their mass capacity of 400 times overkill, 400 times murderous skill to wipe out whole countries at their oligarchs' whim and choosing.
So, with great devilish fervor, we now act with audacity. We choose instead of self-burning to lash out, to crash out, our words and hands and teeth as tools of injustice removal. All that you have and cling to in fear is as worthwhile as a poisoned pie.
A universe full of love and wonderful possibilities would be yours if only you would reach for it.
You are sitting in timid conformity on a hayride to hell.
You're just about there. Get off that truck now.
Break out of the ranks of evil. Do a dance for freedom.
I am an active duty member of the United States Air Force, and I will no longer be complicit in genocide. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest, but compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at the hands of their colonizers, it's not extreme at all.
We will no longer be complicit in genocide or ecocide or omnicide.
Instead of death, every moment of our lives must now,
In his name,
in their names,
be an extreme act of protest.
compared to what people have been experiencing
In Palestine,
in Congo and Syria,
in Zimbabwe and Nicaragua,
in Sudan and Oceania,
in Rojava and Ukraine,
in Tibet and Xinjiang,
in Aotearoa and Era,
before and now again here in America.
at the hands of their colonizers. It's not extreme at all.
This is what our ruling class has decided will be normal.
This is what we will no longer stand for.
But in its end, its eradication is what we will
Live for,
fight for,
unite for,
kill for,
more and more,
more and more.
more and more,
All these things
and more and more,
we will live to do.
for all the rebels of the flames.
We will live to do it all in their names.
Now, it is time for you to burn the walls, holding you back from radical action. Things keeping you from being as audacious as the rebels of the flame.
Take up your pen and on your paper, write 6 things that are holding you back from taking radical action for justice.
Hold this paper to your heart, where we hope to kindle the flames of bravery and action.
As we meditate on those who came before us, those who burned with righteous acts, put all of your feelings, all of the sensations that rise up within you into this paper.
While these stories indeed baptize you with waters of remembrance,
the actions and inner self that now cometh after this moment are mightier than any of yours that came before.
facing these tears we have for those whose shoes we are not worthy to bear.
We will now take up and wear them, treading over coals of daring care.
The flames they walk through,
Shall baptize you to be like this army of Holy Ghosts,
and ignite within you a perpetually burning flame. We call all the venerables,
the reverends,
members of satanic congregations,
and the lay diabolists,
to organize in solidarity,
to make sacrifices
to protect all beings, human and non.
within our sphere of influence.
Hearing our call, now fold this paper 3 times.
By the fires kindled by all of thee, let our rebelling increase by 3. By the fires kindled by all of thee, let our rebelling increase by 3. By the fires kindled by all of thee, let our rebelling increase by 3.
Now cast this paper into the flame.
And watch it disappear into cleansing ash.
Do just acts in Aaron Bushnell and our Ashen Dead's name.
Know that you are now bold enough to act. So all saith we, attended to by those of great power, shall now be done.
And with that, we now offer our thanks and gratitude to the innumerable Ashen Brave to whom we dedicate these acts.
We now release all forces beyond knowing and offer our thanks. Satan and all legions of hell, banshees and carries, Hildamores and Hamadryades, Vulcanus and Salamandrus, Undines and Sirens, Harpies and Venti, Erdgeist and Zamin, our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Extend gratitude to yourself for setting aside this moment of intentionality and will. If you so choose, repeat to yourself, I am at the center. I am the center. There is no God where I am.
I am at the center. I am the center. There is no God where I am. With the ringing of this bell, return to the rational world, renewed by your retreat from it, and stronger for your resolve gathered, ready to work your will wherever your path may take you.
Go well and be safe. May the devil take you and keep you. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. So it is done.